Yo, what is up? Welcome on in. We are ready to tackle the remaining steps of this uh, here Tranquil Garden set we've got going on. We're gonna get going on that here shortly. Just get our music rocking here. Yeah. All right. I think that should be okay. I always have the music a little louder in my headphones since it's like, I don't mind if I can't hear myself that well. So, but I think we should be groovy here. Okay. So last week we started this here Tranquil Garden set. We got this on clearance at the retail big box store Sam's Club for a pretty good deal. So the set I was like not super on my radar to get, but getting it at a good price. Getting some content for the stream definitely caught my eye, and it's been pretty cool so far. Not the craziest build. As you'd expect, just from looking at it, you can see that it's going to be a fairly straightforward thing, but there's some pretty cool stuff to it. So just to take a quick peek at what we've done so far, we've got our house here, which is removable, connected just by those two studs on there, and it's got this cute little T scene there. So we're ready to rock our T out, and then that pops right back on here. This is going to connect to the base at some point, but we haven't quite got that far yet. Oh, I lost my T. I lost both my T's. The T's just sit loose in the bowls, so you gotta be careful with this one here. I like this song. It's weird. All right, get back in there. Tea or soup of some kind. I assume it's green tea. Is why they're green. And then we've got our base here. So we've got we've got the setup for our bridge here. We've got our river. Nice illusion of depth here created by using different colored tiles or plates rather underneath these translucent blue tiles. Printed koi pieces, very cool. We've got these slots to put the trees and stuff in, and it looks like those are going to be customizable where you want those to sit. So that's pretty cool. A little bit of a zen garden vibe there, where you get to arrange it to your liking. But let's get into it. I actually forgot to grab the box from the other room, so give me just one scooch here. It's literally just the next room over. Have to put the boxes up on some sort of shelf or something, because if I just leave them sitting on the floor of my room, my cats will mess with them to no end. So let's see here. I believe there were, if memory serves, there were 11 bags, and we built 6 of them. Build that, didn't build that, didn't build that, didn't build that. Here we go. Guitar pick. That's an interesting bookmark. Maybe not the best. Yep, looks like we built 6 of them, so we're going to be on to bag number 7 here. So we should be good to wrap this up here today. I'm not brimming with time. I got kind of a late start here, and gotta get to work. Hopefully a little on the early side, but I think we should still be good to finish this up here. Okay, looks like we're getting going on the base here. These bags haven't been tremendously lengthy or anything like that, so I'm just gonna line up all along the outside here. 4, 5, 6. As usual, we're fighting a never-ending battle against cat fluffs. 24. Oh, all the rest of the way around. All right. So just 30 of these in total, no big deal. I mean, this bag is going to go by fast. But it's like I was saying, this isn't like the absolute craziest set in terms of build complexity. It's just a nice looking display piece, basically. But I do think it is going to be nice. I'm still not quite sure where I'm going to display it. Its depth is such that it isn't going to fit nicely into the places that I traditionally put stuff. Either on top of a shelf, it'll probably be too low, like, you know, the details will be lost if you have it up from a high vantage point. You're not going to see all of the, you know, detail in it. And on a shelf, it's like I usually have them in front of my DVD collections or books and stuff like that, and it's too big. It's too big to fit like that. So I don't know where I'm gonna put this. And it's faux plants, full of like, you know, fakey plants enough that I'm sure my cats would absolutely fuck with this like crazy. So, you know, otherwise it's possible you could display it just like on a, I mean, you could display it on a coffee table. I might not have the luxury. But we'll find somewhere to put it. Alright, so there we go. All the way around. We've got studs on the outside now. And then we're... Can I get some end caps going here? 2 in each direction. Okay. Come on now. Go right on the corners here. Like so. Oops. War against cat hair never ends. Alright. What's next? A billion curved plates. Yep. 26. But leaving gaps in the middle. Okay. 26 of these. It's going to give us our nice looking exterior here. It's kind of like the planter for the bonsai tree. If we can find a way to display them near each other, that might be a nice little bit of visual symmetry. Excuse me. So there's 4, and then your gap. So just start at the other end. I don't have to count studs, even if it's only 6. Work smarter, not harder. There we go. All the way around. Cool. Alright, last long side here. 4 on each half. That gap in the middle that's going to get hit by a slightly different assembly. And it looks like that'll be the end of the bag. Okay. So then these middle sections are just going to get these guys here. Yeah, I like it. It makes it symmetrical. If you did another 4 and just a 2 by itself, then you would have, you know, it'd be off center. Whereas this, you know, yeah, it's a bunch of 2 wide things and then some 1 wide things, but it at least like, it at least keeps the symmetry going. Man, March 14th already. Where is the year gone? Yo, I do not even know. Slow it down for a little coffee here. Tranquil Garden, tranquil music, chill afternoon coffee. It's really nice to relax. Yeah, I don't do enough relaxing, I would say. I'm not like quite on that, like, you know, always be working mindset. Like, I take time for, you know, leisure activities, but I do have a bad habit of feeling like, yeah, nice. I do have a bad habit of feeling like I always need to be accomplishing something, you know, so I do have sometimes bad habits of keeping myself busy, even with leisure activities, you know, to a point of having just no downtime. Try to remind myself that you can just do nothing. There's nothing wrong with just doing nothing. And even in this, you can tell, like, I'm talking about doing nothing, but, like, I am building Legos and streaming it, so it's not really nothing, but it's pretty chill compared to a lot of things that I could be doing. Okay, so we're going to build up a layer of plates around the outside here, and then probably tiles on top of that. Tiles will go flush with this. I assume we probably won't see another layer of tiles. But who knows, maybe. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. So these little C-clips are just decorative to fill in the corner there. Where's these 8s at? There we go. 8x2. Put this around. Another 8x2. And then another one of these long guys. I didn't even count how many studs are on these Johns. But they're big. Alright. Yep. 30 tiles. And 2x2s right in the center of the short edges. I'm not counting. I'm just guessing. Oh, these have, yeah. Put our injection mold mark facing out on that one. Let's try again. Actually, face to the side because it'd be slightly visible here, but there'll be another tile right next to it here. And then these guys, it's what? It's on the end, so it doesn't matter. They're all going to be facing end to end. I'll have to watch the ones on the corners, I guess. Here we go. Corner, faces in. Just put those on all right now so that I can just go on autopilot. Faces in. Faces in. And if you don't know what I'm talking about these marks where the plastic is injected into the mold. They're just a visible mark, so we're just trying to hide those as much as we can. Sometimes it's trivially easy, sometimes it's impossible. It's always a little bit different, but we just try to avoid them when we can. Unlike a Gundam model, you can like sand them down, file them away, turn them into battle damage, any number of things. But with Legos, we're not modifying the pieces in any meaningful way. We're just building with them, so we're kind of stuck with what we've got on that. Looks nice. I like the water sitting down inside the well of this. I keep bumping my pop screen. I hope that's not too annoying. Audio wise. We got a factoid here I didn't even notice. Recognize the base frame design for this model? We reused the flower pot design from the LEGO Icons 10281 bonsai tree to emulate a similar look and feel. Well, there you go. Yeah, I thought it seemed familiar. Well, that's cool. Yeah, we'll have to display them near each other. I still have the bonsai built. The botanicals, I don't think I've ever taken apart one of the botanical sets. They just look so nice on display. You know. A lot of the like Star Wars ships and stuff like that are fun to build, and I like Star Wars, but then when they're on your shelf, they're just kind of gray rectangles, you know. All right, let's flip this over here, and we're gonna lay in some support struts here, like so. Okay, sure. Don't mind a little extra support. I see why we waited on this, because the model's been laying flat the whole time, but now we're going to put the feet on it anyway, so if you're going to do that, then you might as well get a little bit of struts in there. Let's see, where is this going to sit? Just right here. I have it flipped, actually, from how I'm looking at it, but it's symmetrical. The placement of these is symmetrical, even though the actual bottom itself is a little different. Okay, so just like that. Now we'll put our feet on here. Oh, I missed two. Oops. We would have figured it out, but there we go. Smoothness check. Alright, that time we got it. Yep. 10 rubber feet. Let's go. Get these on here. So they're going to be, oops. Studs on one side. I don't know what else you would use this for. It holds a rubber wheel. So it'll be like a little rubber stopper. And as I recall from the bonsai model, actually gives this a good amount of like grip strength on a flat surface, which is kind of nice, especially if I do end up putting this in a place that my damn cats can reach it. They might not be able to knock it off the table quite so easily. That'd be nice. All right, we're only 20 minutes in and we're already 2 bags out of the 5 done. Certainly seems like we're at least going to be figuring out what we build next week. I don't want to say out loud anything that I can't deliver on, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now, but we're moving through this pretty quick here. That plate wasn't pushed all the way in. We got it. This thing is pretty durable for being such just a big, wide plate, basically, but it is, I mean, it's for sure going to stress it if you just hold it by one side or whatever, so still try to be respectful of that. Lego tensile strength is good, but, oh, we get an extra rubber in there. That's always good. Let's check the, oh yeah, that's got a good grip on it. Jiggles my camera more than it moves on the table. Cool. Cool. All right. Bag number 9. Let's get into it. Wait. We deserve this, and we have time. Weather alert, says my computer. What is the weather alert? That global warming is going to kill us all. Wind. Thanks. It's windy out. Stop it. Couple little baggies here. Oh, baby. I'm gonna be careful with these red poles here. Those could be pretty easy to lose if I'm not careful. Okay. Well, this bag's going to be a little more involved than the other ones, it looks like, but still feel pretty good about where we're at time-wise. Appears to be everything. All right. So we're going to lay down some flagstones here and flagstones and flowers. Okay, so we need all this little stuff right off the bat. We'll just go kind of section by section here. Work our way around. Once again, watching our injection marks on pieces that have directionality that allow us to So here it's these 2x1s. Doing what we can. Oh, this is going to look nice. These can only lay down in one direction. Unfortunately. Oh, I see. They're like little flagstones leading around from the bridge. That's cool. That's cool. They're not just like random flagstones. It's like a footpath. Which is what we thought we were building down here. So who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong again. Can't rule it out. I don't know everything. I use my extra. That's okay. It'll get replenished in due time. Cool. So this is like kind of minifigure scale, except that when you put it inside a big flower pot, it kind of like makes the illusion of that a little weird. You put a minifigure in it and it's like suddenly kind of becomes an existential nightmare instead of a... Like, I think if you put a minifigure in this, it might become self-aware. Suffer the sudden realization that it's just a toy. A toy with no hope of escape. Designed to live in a world of an uncaring God's creation. So maybe we'll avoid that. Or maybe we'll put one in. I don't know. Alright, I think that's our path. I think we got it all there. Pretty cool. So it leads up to here, up to the bridge. And then we're going to do some on the other side here, it looks like. And we got a blurb here. Winding pathways invite you to see the garden and maybe other things from different perspectives. That's cool. Allow you to reconceptualize your life, maybe. Did I do that wrong? Yeah. Yeah, I did. But that's okay. We've got all the time in the world to get things copacetic here. We're just off by one stud. Little details that do make a difference in Lego terms, but something that we can't handle. That's curious. Well, I used the extra piece. I was expecting to have one left over from this bag at the end, but I don't seem to. Oh, yes, I do. There it is. Huh. Silly Jeff. All right. What's up next? Okay. Let's see here. Gotta get this on camera. This can get out of the way. That can scooch up there. Stuff over here. There we go. Now we're back in frame. All right. Fingers are kind of sore from band practice last night. All these pesky rods. Let's just get these up onto a tray. There we go. We ended up not having practice at all last week, and then we worked a bunch on a song that has a lot of big string slides right at the beginning, and yeah, I'm definitely feeling it a little bit here. Okay. There we go. So a little archway there. Going in. Big flagstones. Goodness. Boop. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Flip this around. We can do this inverted so it's in frame a little better. We've got a block here, as they ask to be described in the Lion's Night Castle instructions. 2/3 brick. Interesting. So we're using another one of these, but because we have a hole here, we're going to be able to drop this down into it there. Yeah, and it sits flush. Cool. And, oh, forget about that arch, I guess. We're going to close that up right now. But we know it's under there. Being a little trepidatious about this because I'm building it inverted. Yeah, see, I did it wrong. This needs to be flat to here. Let's figure it out. Oh, we got a little stone frog here. Gonna go on this oh, what are they called? My partner and I were just talking about these. Shoot, we were walking around a graveyard and we were talking about them. In Dune terms, it's usul, the base of the pillar, but I can't remember the actual architecture term for it now. Facing back. Let's see here. Base of the pillar. Plinth. Plinth is what we were talking about. So usul is Fremen for plinth, just in case anyone was curious about that. Now you know. That's our little mini lesson in Fremen language for today. All right, those go there. Those go there. Goes there. Yep, that's everything for that step. Okay. Another one of these bad boys. So 3 layered up. Looks pretty cool. All right, and then we got a little something. Let's see. Oops. Dislodged a foot. Such is their grip strength that they can rip themselves off the bottom of the thing if you're not careful. Good to know. All right. Probably won't be the last time that happens. Building some rocks. Yep, that's a rock, all right. It's gonna fit in here, yellow to yellow. Just drops right down on there. Boom, there you go. Nice little sideways rock assembly. Stones, rocks, and sand often bring deeper meaning to the grounds. Okay. Not quite too sure what is meant by that, but certainly rocks can be beautiful in their own right. Don't mind me. Let's just put that back together real quick. Sometimes you get a little bit of extra pressure on stuff you aren't supposed to when you're holding stuff up to camera angles, but that's, oops, I missed a step here. That's okay. Just drop it on. Worst case scenario is that we totally explode something again. No big deal. Okay, there we go. Kind of leaves this, oops, careful, smacked my monitor a little bit. It leaves a little bit of a uncovered stud there peeking out. That's okay. Oh yeah, baby, here we go. It's rod time. It's rod season. let's see. Got injection mold marks here, so we're going to try to get those facing each other. So that one in, that one in, and now the remaining ones can be either east-west direction here. Very good. All right, how big of a gap is there going to be between these things? Not much. Try to space them evenly here. Spaced kind of evenly. Easier to do while there's only one. So now we're going to put this other side on here. Okay, there we go. Got a little battle droid arms on here. Stubby part at the bottom, right in the middle. Okay, now this is going to bend here, so let's see here. How best to do this? Probably get one into place. Oh. Yep. I mean, yeah. Kind of. Pretty good. Just trying to get everything, oops. Oh no, our frog. Sorry, buddy. Back on there. Yeah, trying to get everything, you know, standing up flush and straight and everything like that. Probably a bit of a pipe dream to have it exact, so we'll just get ready to move on here. Okay, so we got these handrails here to do now. Maybe those will help lock it into place better. Not impossible. These are going to also get battle droid arms on them at the end here. And these are going to connect into these here C-clips. So, C-clip. Battle droid arm. C-clip. Yeah. A little bit of wiggling and voila. Looks pretty nice. Get the other side on here. Feels pretty even. I feel like it looks good. I'm very satisfied with how this is looking. Now we just got to get one more on here without breaking everything, and we'll be this time. Let's try get that in, and then just band these down until they clip into place. Yeah, that was easy. That was good. We liked that way of doing it. All right, there's our guardrails on our bridge. It looks good. Looks good. We'll get some lanterns here. Weathered lanterns and structures add depth and ambience to a tranquil garden and invite us to embrace the passing of time. Okay. That's cool. I mean, I get a little stressed out about time, but I mean, I get it. Time is going to pass whether you want it to or not. So I certainly understand the value in allowing time to flow, or being okay with time flowing. It's going to happen either way. Got one in the water here. Right here. Make sure that it's pressed all the way. Lanterns. 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 Yep. Okay. 5 in all. In place. Now let's make some trees. 7 trees. Let's go. Okay. Looks like these rods don't push all the way through on these. One down. Two. Three. Oh, I just remembered I'm out of extra pieces bags. I'm gonna make a shopping list. Oops. Sorry, pop screen. Didn't mean to punch you. There. Oops. Okay. Looking pretty complete here. I think the last couple bags are just going to be building the stuff that drops into these guys, which can't imagine being a particularly involved process. Oh, baby. All right, 7 trees. Two. Three. 4. 5. That don't fit. Oh, it goes on it. On top of a flower? That's crazy. But it needs to get enough depth, because the base of these trees is slightly wider than one stud, so they need a little bit of clearance around them. So Oh, it feels so much more delicate than the other ones. Press it down hard enough that it'll sit there forever. Okay, 7 trees. All right, now we're gonna get our pillars going here. So I think we're about to pop our guy on here. All right, all 4 of these get these at the bottom. I don't know why I decided holding them all in my hand at the same time was going to be the best way to do this, but if I set them down now, that would be admitting that I'm stupid, so I'm going to double down and entrench myself even further, because that's what Americans do. Oh, alright. All of these flowers are spacers. I'm just going to pop these on. I know they're all supposed to be square to each other, but I feel like it's going to be hard to do as is, so we're going to get them placed, and then we'll try to line stuff up. I'm trying to get them, vaguely in the right spots, but just got to get them close. And then when the house is on there, I should be able to micro adjust them as needed. This is a little harder because there's no midway point here. All right, put the house on. I skipped a page. Yep, put the house on. All right. So let's see here. Extra pieces. Pile grows and grows. Get ourselves a little more room. Remember, our loose soup is in there, so... Oh, they don't sit quite flush with the edge of the house. All right, maybe one more check then. Feels pretty good. Oops. Sorry. Okay, they're on. Loose soup, but we'll look around and see. Everything looks pretty lined up. These ones, maybe just the slightest bit off. Those ones, that one's going to be impossible to adjust. This one, yeah, pretty good. I think we did a pretty good job on that. So, hold this stuff in place. Yeah, it's nice. You get your footpath leads up to it, flagstones walk up to it. Pretty nice. This is looking pretty complete here. But there are still 2 bags, so I'll see what those entail. I think we can set this aside for the moment, though, it looks like. As we get into bag number 10 here. Oh, baby. Cherry blossom time. Our bonsai is currently in cherry blossom mode, so that'll go nicely. This one isn't made out of frogs, though. There's so many multiples of these pieces that even if they're a little smooshed together, it won't be hard to find what we're looking for. Okay. Let's make a tree. Huh. tree trunk. Are these symmetrical? More or less. Building trees. Lego trees. One of our favorite pastimes. We seem to end up getting every set that has a tree in it, basically. This is an interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen this element before. It's pretty cool. Symmetrical. Curve the trunk back here. Getting these organic shapes out of Legos is always a unique challenge, but they all seem to find new and interesting ways to accomplish it, which is pretty impressive. Okay, we've got lots of attachment points for branches now. There we go. Speaking of, one more here. So maybe back. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes in the two-dimensional pictures, like the angles that these sorts of things are supposed to be at, but oops. And as you know, we're normally quite fastidious about trying to have the builds be just so as they appear, but we do tend to relax a little bit when it comes to these organic forms, because I think a little bit of chaos really makes the look of it work. So these are bases to slot into these. Boop. So these could get moved around, but for now we'll put it where we want it. They want us to have it. It's a little floppy in there. A little bit floppy. We have another tree to build here. That one doesn't have the encasement on all four sides though, so maybe they won't all be quite so loose. We'll see. It's okay. I mean, it's a display piece anyway, so it's not like it's going to be jiggling while it's just sitting on a shelf or whatever. This tree's a little skinnier than the other one. A little younger. This is going to be free spinning trunk section. Oh, I missed a step. Still going to be a free spinning trunk section. Kind of gets held in place by the pressure of the surrounding pieces, but oh, I see what we're doing here. This goes into here. Similar assembly at the top of the tree there. Okay, so still plenty of branches here. Oh, here we go. Twins. All these branches vaguely just want to be pointing up, as that's always how plants grow, basically, grow towards the light. So for trees, it's always got to go up to get away from the other surrounding stuff. Slot this one down right here. Boop. Yeah, it's still a little wiggly. Not as bad as this one because it doesn't have the thing on this side holding it in place, but it'll be alright either way. We're not too worried about it here. Oh, baby. Let's take a sip of coffee for this one. Just a quick little 17X. No big deal. No big deal. We got this. One step left for like half of the bag here. A balance of elements like water, carefully selected plants, and different uses of rocks helps create a tranquil environment in your garden. Well, I certainly feel very tranquil. I'm going to really achieve a state of Zen awareness here while I build these cherry blossoms, that's for sure. One down. Yeah, I mean, this stuff really inflates the Pete's count. You know, when you look at the set and you think about, oh, how are we going to build it's like 1,300 pieces or whatever, you know, how are we going to build a 1,300 piece set in 2 sessions? It's like, well, this is probably 200 pieces right here. The water tiles were 100. You know, like it adds up quickly when you're talking about lots of little repetitious builds like this. Like each one of these is 1, 2, 3, 4, push that in too deep. 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces times 17. That's going to be, let's see, times 8 is 64. Minus 8, 56. Plus 80. 136. If I did that math right. Not the craziest amount, but still goes fast. This is the tricky one because you don't want to push it on too hard, put stress on it. 5 down. A little more than a third of the way done now. So yeah, I guess smoke if you got them. I'm being too smarmy. I really need to try to embrace the zen here. I hope there's just one of these left of each at the end, otherwise I'm going to go crazy thinking that I missed one. I'll be like a Where's Waldo trying to spot the pink flower that I forgot. Home stretch. right. Final one. We've done it, gang. And look at that. There is exactly one left over of each. Never didn't have it. We were always locked in. Ooch. Now, I get to put these on here. Trying to determine the somewhat appropriate angles of all of these. I mean, like I said, it's not like I'm stressed about getting them exactly just so, but you want them to sit in a way that looks balanced and even. But you can always just get them on there and then spin to adjust or whatever. Rotate them. I remember we definitely had to do that with the bonsai a fair amount to get it feeling reasonable. Like this right here. It's fine. These ones kind of overlap. Maybe they're supposed to overlap. Sure. That's fine. Oh, and then there's a surprise one back here. Right? It's like a little brain teaser. It must be... I don't understand what angle I must be looking at. This? Again, it really doesn't matter. It's just trying to make it a fun challenge to see if I can figure out where things are supposed to be oriented here. Last two. Oh. Yeah, I really can't see. All right, we're just gonna try to balance it here. We've just unlocked all of this inner zen, so now we need to use it. Balance. Balanced. Looks good, I think. I think it looks good. I think it looks good. And it's my model, so... Alright, so with that, it means we're on to our final bag here. And then we'll spin the wheel and see what next week will bring. The 21st. too, we'll need to keep an eye on. So, yeah, 4 more slots to fill here. Now that our big trees are done, we'll see what these final ones bring here. First up, we got oh yeah, nice. Got some more of these cool corner turn upwards roofing tiles here. We'll get going on a big version of one of these lanterns, like statues. Cool. These little gaps in these bricks give it a nice little bit of depth there to an otherwise very simple build. There we go. Boop. Right next to the footpath. Very nice. Hello. What seems to be the trouble? Yikes. Sturdy connection. Okay. Resistance on these pieces is really high, or maybe maybe I just have baby fingers from playing bass too hard. All right. Again, it's not critical that these be exactly spaced evenly, as they wouldn't be on a real plant. So we're just kind of doing a no-look build. So just get them on there. Put this other plate on here to seal it up, and then I'm kind of just giving it like a quick glance, get them close to even. But if they're a little bit off, that's fine. I mean, they're going to need to sit on top of each other, so they will need to be spaced somewhat evenly, I think, in order to make the build work, I would guess. They're not going to have a huge range of motion to side on these leaves, but we'll see. What is that? 6? Almost done. All right. Oh. Hello. There we go. Yeah, because they're going to need to alternate here, so boop. We'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room. I mean, they could be looser than I did on lining them up, but all right, so pole isn't going to go all the way up it. They're just going to click into each other here. So again, we're kind of trying to get it even-ish, but needn't be perfect. We're not going to drive another rod down through this? No? Okay. Go. There's our little evergreen. That is going to slot in right here. Ka-chunk. Cool. Make sure our soup is still in there, or tea, whatever it is. All right, we're good. 2 more slots. 2 more slots. Ball joint. 4 ball joints. Ah, bamboo. I think this is bamboo. Cool. And this is not an X4 situation. This is a multiple builds situation. This one's going to be even taller. I don't know why, I kind of just assumed the first one would be the tallest. But I was wrong. Oh, there. Loosey-goosey with the plant life. Getting it roughly how they have it, but letting nature's chaos work through my fingertips. This one's going in at an angle. Whoa! Hey, KP. Welcome in. Title says Discovery Shuttle. Yeah, they updated everything, and I don't know how anything works anymore. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Can I? No. How do I change it? No. Oh my gosh. They updated everything, and now I don't know how to do anything anymore. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Surely it must be in here. No. I see where it says my title. Edit stream info. There we go. Yeah, we've been done with the Discovery Shuttle for a while. Updated successfully. There we go. There we go. All right. I literally didn't even see that it still said that anywhere. Like when they changed it, I didn't know where it was, and I was like, oh, maybe they just got rid of what, I don't know why I would have thought that would have been the case, but in any case, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by, helping me figure out, just these basic fundamentals of streaming that I arguably should have known already. It's possible. But in any case, hi, hello, how you doing? Hope you've been having a nice day. Nice chill afternoon. We certainly have been. Just building as many cherry blossoms as you can set your eyes upon. I like the way these are leaning. Maybe it's not bamboo. Does bamboo lean like that? It sure looks like bamboo. I don't know. I don't know. But it is pretty. We know it to be pretty. like the different lighter color of the leaves on these shorter ones. It's kind of like it's a young bamboo. Like the leaves are deepening in color as it continues to grow. Tighten this up a little bit. I think they want to lean but still be kind of close to each other, like that maybe. I'm gonna drop this in here. Right here. Pew. All right. We are looking pretty good there. We've managed to not lose our tea yet. Yes, I have been in a much better mood now that the Iowa winter is coming to an end here. Really messes with me, especially towards the end of it. But now, whoa, that's a weird piece. Never seen that one before. Pretty cool. Okay. Very. We're going to keep building off of this. Oh yeah. Here we go. Handlebars. That's how you build a good tree. Handlebars. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Oh, double handlebars. Oh, buddy. Double handlebars. Oh, yeah. That's weird. That's weird. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I feel you though. We have been cooking at work recently. It has been a lot. A lot of pizza has been made. It's been really good. I mean, it means I'm doing a good job, basically. Like, you know, that's the main metric of my success as GM is how much business I can bring to the store. So it's been good. The owners are very happy with my performance right now, but my goodness, it is a lot. It has been a lot. Yeah, I was talking earlier about how I've been managing to fit a lot of stuff in still, but it is because I am absolutely burning the candle at both ends. I am not resting nearly as much as I should. And even then, I still have to pick and choose. It's like the gym hasn't been really happening for me the last couple of weeks. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing is weird. This tree is a weird tree. Cool. I like it. I like it. All right. Boop. All right. There we go. So that's the set. Pretty sweet. Can pop this off to take a look inside there. You can swap this stuff around. You know, get your own zen. Find your own zen if you think it. You know, find what balance works for you with this stuff. That's maybe not the one because there's a little bit of. Here, what about this? There we go. Something like that. Swap all this stuff around to wherever suits you. You get on your little footpath, glide around the outside here, cross over this awesome bridge, come around over here, up into the temple to get some tea. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Set this aside for a second. Yeah, pretty happy with this build, especially getting it at a discount. Pretty nice. Looks really great. Hopefully we can find somewhere good for it to display in the house. Its footprint is a little big. Makes it a little challenging, but we'll see what we can do. And then, yeah, let's before we wrap up here, let's see what we're gonna work on next week here. We got quite a few options here still. The Tranquil Garden is now shut out, so it's going to be 14 and 17 to 20 will be a reroll. Let's see. 15 Plum Blossom. All right, so we're going to keep kind of this vibes going here then next week. That's the other one. Yeah, it's kind of a similar vibe, so this will be our next one here. 327 pieces. I'm going to reckon that we can get through this in one session. That will be my guess. 13.5 inches tall. Pretty cool. Yeah, we've got the Plum Blossom and the Chrysanthemum. The other ones, keep an eye out on a deal. Again, these were something we got at a really good rate at Sam's Club. I believe, if memory serves, they were marked down from 30 to 22 originally, and then eventually, after patients won out, they clearanced them for, I think it was $12 each for this and the Chrysanthemum. So pretty nice on that. It's really best to have patience with Lego when you can. So that's going to be the Plum Blossom. That's going to take us down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sets. So we'll still have to use D20. So we'll keep on this list for a little bit, but that'll be the Plum Blossom next time. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know how that goes. So yeah, this Plum Blossom set is going to be sweet. And let's see here before we get going. Oh, I just unlocked them. There we go. Let's see what we got right now. That T-Rex is pretty sweet. McLaren bundle. Oh, this is cute. I haven't seen this. Easter tote bag. Yeah, ends 3/21, so we've got a week. Let's see. Show me those exclusive offers. I know Honey is a bit of a persona non grata right now. They've got into some trouble for, like, there's a controversy with they were replacing content creators' affiliate codes. So I'm considering making the switch to Mercari or no, it's not Mercari. What am I thinking of? Rakuten. Rakuten. I might install that on a different browser and kind of see the vibe. Yeah. I love the little plinth for it. Got to use plinth again. Second plinth reference on the stream today. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. I missed, like, a couple of the, like, really small ones. Yeah, I've got a lot of the bigger ones. They release a lot, though. Oh, for the little ones, let's see. Just search for flowers. Yeah, pink flower bouquet, flower arrangement. orchid. All these like newest releases ones basically. Got the orchid, got the chrysanthemum, got the wildflower, got the plum blossom, this bamboo. Yeah, the arrangement is nice. Yeah, I feel like these end. I've got the wildflower, got the bonsai, got the original flower bouquet, got the tiny plants. This stuff doesn't really count. I've got the cherry blossoms. Sunflowers and roses are still available. So we're kind of in the same region. I have these. Let me see. Daffodils. See, these are still available. Show me the ones that aren't available anymore. Let me see. I don't know if the wreath counts. This stuff's still in print. This is just things that are vaguely associated with flowers. But I think if I scroll back far enough, it'll show retired stuff. Yeah. So I have the birds of paradise. I think these don't look quite as nice as some of the bigger ones, but I would still get them. A lot of cool stuff here. Out of stock. I have that, though. Oh, ship in a bottle. Oh, my God. Would love. Might just be the tulips. Yeah. Yeah. Which makes sense that they would be retired because they're... Yeah, this stuff is all... These are, like, kind of count, but I don't know. Lego flower display. I don't have this. These little mini pots. I don't even remember seeing this one. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't count. It probably was a poly bag. The pictures aren't always accurate. Can't spell. Yeah. Stuff. Wreath. I don't know if the wreath counts. Show me that box. Yeah. spell that wrong? Poinsettia? I think the poinsettia... Yeah. Poinsettia. Yeah. Yeah, they moved. Yeah, they went quickly. Yeah, I have, let's see, out of this little stuff, I need the sunflowers, the roses, and the lotus flowers. I think I have the daffodils. I'm going to go look real quick. There's one small one that I have, and I can't remember which one it is. I've also got to log off here soon, but... Yeah. Daffodils. It's the daffodils, and I've got the cherry blossoms of the little ones. Yeah, honestly, I'm missing more than I thought I was, but a lot of them are still in print, and I have a good amount of the big ones. This arrangement is kind of pricey, but it's cool. It's very cool. It looks very dense. Sometimes getting the bouquets to sit in a dense way where they're not like breaking themselves apart and stuff is kind of challenging, honestly. So I kind of let them lay looser apart, but I like how nicely clumped everything is here. It reminds me of the flower centerpiece, which also did a good job of that. The poinsettia does look nice. Well, we'll keep an eye on them. Let's see. I mean, I was talking about potentially trying to switch to Rakuten. I'm not going to have time to try to do that today. 150 qualifies. So what, is there any good things right now? 10 cash back on a lot of these. That's not a very high percent, but that Tudor corner would be sick. 15 hours left. I can check these again when I get back from work. This would qualify, but I'm not like over the moon about this set. Oh, the flower arrangement. Flower arrangement has a cashback. It's only $8.79, but could do that. Ooh, Blacktron Renegade, though. That's probably better or comparable cashback level. 15 hours. I got time to think about it. I mean, I have money for this, but I wasn't planning on... I've got such a backlog, But the gift with purchase. What do I have for points? 48. I don't remember what that... I don't know if I'm about to dox myself or something for the insiders. Let me see this. Rewards. Micro Command Center. Pretty cool. Yeah. The Spaceman Battle Pack is sick. That's went quickly, I'm sure. Sold out. Botanical Collection art print. Yeah. Kind of cool. But so what? Let me see here. Let's just put something in the cart. Because now, I know I have it turned off still. View my bag. Because the points, the way it works now, okay, I can see it. 37. I can get $37 off if I want. I think I'd rather build it up though. But the Renegade is tempting. Flower arrangement, I could crunch the numbers on. I assume it's probably the same. It looks like it's like 8% basically. 8%'s not nothing. Plus you get your points. Generic honey cashback. I don't know if Rakuten has the same like offers as these. Keep scrolling, even though it feels like it's just a generic 8% capped at 10 right now. So probably none of these are going to have as good of a reward as those other ones do, even if it's another set that I want. And I would have to get something else to qualify for the gift with purchase. So your percentage drops off a little bit there too. All right. Well, I could commiserate about this all day, but I do need to get going. Kill the YouTube music. All right. Well, yeah, thank you so much for watching and joining us for this little bonus botanical journey here. We'll be back next week to kick it off with the plum blossom here. Bye.